Well, look, I think you're seeing a lot of policies announced, or at least policy intent that's going to have a profound impact on the industry if it goes through. And I'm talking about both the biotech and the pharmaceutical industry. I mean, the tariffs, for one thing, would hit cash flows significantly. About $50 billion worth of drugs are manufactured in Ireland. So if they put a 10 or 20% tariff on those drugs, that's going to hit the bottom line of a lot of drug companies. About $80 billion of the trade deficit, of the $240 billion trade deficit with Europe, is actually pharmaceuticals. So you look at that, you look at what they did with the announcement on drug pricing. Now, that's more of a statement of policy intent. It's unclear exactly what...
executive order.
This is one that came up Monday. It's unclear exactly what they're going to do. But assuming that they implement some structure of most favored nation pricing, so they import European pricing into the pricing for drugs in the U.S., either in Medicare or outside of Medicare, which is what they've intimated that they're going to try to do. That, again, will impact the industry. And I think the IRA has impacted the industry in a more profound way than people surmise in terms of what it's done.
Back to the Inflation Reduction Act. It did what in terms of what it meant for the industry?
Well, it put price controls on drugs within the Medicare program. And I think the cumulative effect of all of these policies, if in fact they all get enacted, is that you're going to see a wave of consolidation in the pharmaceutical sector. The big companies are going to have to combine to take out costs. You're going to see more R&D get shifted to China, which is something that's been underway. Last year, about 1/3 of all the drugs that were licensed by the big drug makers came from China. I think the biotech industry, I don't want to say it's going to be a tailwind to them, but I think you're going to see the big drug makers look more earnestly to the biotech industry for outsourced R&D as they have to cut their own R&D budget. So if you take down cash flows that much, they're going to have no choice but to consolidate. And I think the FTC is going to have to be accommodative because these are going to be the impacts of the policy.